Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Monster Strike, let's look at Robin Hood and Nostradamus, the new Transcendent forms that were announced at the 6th anniversary. And some people were disappointed by this announcement for two main reasons, I think. The first reason was because neither of the characters got the split forms. I'm not too broken up about it in Nostradamus' case. I don't think her other form really needs a Transcendent form. But for Robin Hood, I would have liked to have seen the two versions. But, you know, there's always maybe time in the future when they will get these split forms later. There's always that possibility. The second reason that people are maybe disappointed is because the new Transcendent forms are not super different from the old forms. They're just better. But this shouldn't be surprising because a lot of characters that are now considered some of the best characters in the game are not that different from their old versions. I'm thinking of like Lucifer or Himiko or Nightingale or Napoleon. They still basically play the same, but still they're some of the best characters. So I think Nostradamus and Robin Hood here, they will also very soon be considered among the best characters in the game. And then first let's look at Robin Hood. He is based on the evolution version, balanced with minesweeper and super no gravity barrier. And then he has some competition, maybe most specifically Apollo X, who's also very good, and then the recent Transcendent form of Corsair. And then I would also throw Mammon in there, but he's kind of more of a specialized character. So Robin Hood, he does have his work cut out for him. Apollo X, I think what differentiates her is that she does really great concentrated damage with her lock-on one-way laser, and then she's got the null magic circle, so there's some more versatility there. Corsair, I would say, is more of a support character with her speed up and then her command bump combo. Robin Hood is going to be the best for like all-around damage. He can do good spread damage, take down lots of little guys all around the field with his bump combos, and then he can do great concentrated damage with his strike shot, the wall-bound strike shot. The way that you play him is going to be pretty much the same. He'll be able to go to the same quests as before. He's just going to be more powerful. And if you haven't used him yet, he's probably going to be more powerful than you're expecting. He's really, really good. He has pretty decent stats overall. He has no gauge, which is great. This makes him a good candidate, along with his bump combo, to be a metal farmer. He's not ideal because he is a balance instead of a pierce. If you're going to be farming for metals, you want to pair him with a 2-star monster like Bante. And those are all bounce characters, so that's going to be 2 bounce characters on your team. That might slow down farming. But for Able Berries, if you did want to go for the metal farming, you can give him a hero scroll, give him the sidekick, the S rank, and then the metals Able Berries. I'll probably be giving him a sidekick, and then you can give him either kin strength or kin speed to help with his strike shot. And the strike shot is the wall bound. This is improved pretty much by being a Transcendent form. The 24 turn counter is pretty strong. And then if you can get the super null gravity barrier speed boost in there, that's going to be many more hits and much more damage. And then like there are cases where the boss is kind of away from the wall, and then in those cases, you know, the old Robin Hood wouldn't have been able to do too much damage just because the boss is so far away. But because every hit's doing more damage with this new Transcendent form, and because he has the super null gravity barrier, he'll be able to do much more damage with that strike shot. And then I'm actually not going to use Robin Hood in a quest because, yeah, like I just said, he's going to perform pretty much how you expect, but probably be stronger than you expect. But yeah, I would like to spend more time talking about Nostradamus because I think she's the more interesting character. Maybe with some more changes to how to think about her. But stats-wise, she's very good all around. She was already really good in her old Ascension form. And then she is a Pierce with the Minesweeper M and the Null Block. And then my favorite sling style null ability combination now is the Pierce with Null Block. And then thinking about it, Nostradamus was one of the first ones to have that combination, and I've been using her a lot since then. I used her to make the max look of Arcadia. She was very good in there. Nostradamus is kind of especially good for high difficulty quests because she has some support abilities like her speed up, but she also has damaging abilities with like her direct attacks because she has the light and the dark slayer and then the high attack. As a Transcendent form, her sub-bump combo, the expanding bomb, will get upgraded, so it's kind of respectable damage. But I wouldn't really count on it, and I certainly wouldn't use it to farm easy quests. Yeah, I can do a little bit of damage if it does hit. Maybe the more important thing about it is that it explodes and it can set off bump combos. So, although it's difficult to get the positioning right, you can get that bit of support from her there as well. And then Strike Shot is very similar to before. It's like a proto Setsuna Strike Shot, where she moves around, and then when she stops moving, she'll throw out angle moas at all of the guys that she hit during her movement. But the Strike Shot for the Transcendent form is upgraded, because as she is moving, she'll shoot out more stuff for more damage. So yeah, more damage overall. And a very nice Strike Shot to kind of clear a field of little guys. And then if you can get multiple angle moas into the boss, that can be good concentrated damage. This was pretty helpful for me in Arcadia. But yeah, lots of high-level quests she can go to. If you give her a Detox Ableberry, you can bring her to Kinky 1. She can go to Adabuda. I think she can go to Kinky 9 as well. And then Taishakten. I've heard of people using her in Enma-ten, which sounds kind of crazy to me, but maybe not so much. So yeah, lots of older quests you can use her in, even El Dorado, which sounds crazy because it's a Colossal, but she has the Light Slayer, so it works. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they make quests for her in the future. Yeah, I'm really liking this character. And then, as for Ableberries, I would say just give her as many kin strength as you can to up her direct attacks. I haven't talked about the most interesting aspect of her yet, and that is she has a new ability, the Super Minesweeper M. And then the way that that works, she starts out every stage with 4 mines on her. That's pretty insane. Up to now, we've had the Super Null Warp, Super Null Gravity Barrier, Super Null Damage Wall. And then I always thought that Super Null Gravity Barrier was the best of those. But this Super Minesweeper might be even better than the Super Null Gravity Barrier. This is a very crazy skill. And then when I first heard of it, I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, you don't have to wait to pick up mines and you get the extra damage on those first few hits. But then I thought about it a bit more, and then there are like 2 situations where starting out with mines is crazy. One is if you need to use mines to do damage on a boss. Like without mines, you can't damage the boss. Starting out with mines, that'll suddenly be very easy to do damage to the boss. So it can speed up runs for you if you use it like that. The other way is to bring this character into quests where there are no mines in the first place. So you're bringing mines into non-Minesweeper quests. That blew my mind. And so like you're getting multipliers on your attack that were never supposed to exist in that mission. So that could be sort of game-breaking depending on the mission. And really interesting to think about how to use this character. Her only other null ability is the null block, so maybe focus on block quests and bring mines into there. But, you know, you could even maybe bring her into Gravity Barrier or warp quests and take advantage of those mines. But since she has the 4 mines to start out, it's kind of interesting to think how to aim her so you can get the most out of those first 4 hits. But yeah, let's take Nostradamus to a couple quests. First one will be for Amaimon. That's the super extreme fire quest. And this is kind of perfect because you have to take down the robots because they have the skull mark on them. Once you take them down, they'll drop the mines. But since all of my Nostradamuses here are starting out with mines, I don't need to take down the robots, which will speed up the farming here. Okay, so we have the weak point right in front of us. Let's get in there. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. That's like a third of the boss's life per hit there. So that's very, very big damage. And then as we saw in those last hits, it really didn't do a lot of damage because we weren't hitting the weak point and we didn't have the mines. So yeah, that goes to show how strong Nostradamus can be with those mines. Okay, here too we have a clear shot on the weak point. And that's like half the damage there in one hit. That was crazy. But yeah, Amaimon, he is he's kind of considered one of the better super extreme monsters. So I might make the max luck of him, just because I have these Nostradamuses. And then my max luck is Karuna. I've enjoyed using him lately. He's pretty strong. Really good speed. That's always surprising to me just because his looks don't look like he's very fast. Okay, nice speed up there. Yeah, speed up is definitely one of the more important skills when you're playing the higher difficulty quests. Okay, nice damage there from the mines. And then if we keep an eye on Karuna, sometimes he'll be hit by the expanding bomb and then get that twin dunk laser out, so... Oh, this is a good example here. Yeah. So the expanding bomb went out, it immediately hit Amaimon, and then that was where Karuna was anyway, so we got the twin dunk laser in, and then got good damage there. Okay, next, let's bring Nostradamus to a light quest, so we can get that Slayer, and then also in a quest with no mines, so that we can see maybe what kind of damage we can do here. So here we have Nostradamus, another clear shot on the weak point. And that was maybe half the life with a couple hits, a couple mines. And we'll get another couple hits here. Alright. Big damage, that's very nice. Yeah, but with the Slayers and then with the Minesweeper M, and then starting out with the mines, Nostradamus might be one of the strongest Pierce direct attackers in the game now. Maybe comparable to like Metatron Alpha or Lewis Carroll in the right situation. Maybe even stronger than like Nightingale or Nyoibo. She's really strong. And then thinking about the evolution version, it's a bounce with a super null gravity barrier and the Fire Slayer. I said this in a previous video, but there are so many water bounce null gravity barrier characters now that I don't know if a limited version of that in Nostradamus would be worth it or like even distinguishable. So yeah, I'm not too broken up about the lack of evolution Transcendent Nostradamus. But Robin Hood Ascension Transcendent, I would have liked to have seen. That would have been a Pierce with a no gravity barrier, no warp. And very high attack, so he was also a good direct attacker. And it might have been interesting to see, give him like the exploding homing strike shot. And then the bump combo, I don't know what they would have done there, but yeah. Okay, nice damage there too. Got a few hits. So yeah, Nostradamus does great damage on the boss. But against little guys, not so much. If you can get the Slayer and the mines in there, you know that's something, but still, we're not seeing these little guys being taken down too easily. And then the expanding bomb, you know, it only hits one guy at a time, and then you can't aim it really either, so... Yeah, Nostradamus is better against bosses. Ooh, pretty strong. Oh, and I forgot to show off the strike shot in the Amaimon video. I didn't even fire that off, so hopefully we can see that here. Yeah, but definitely we're struggling with getting rid of the little guys here. Not struggling, but it's just taking us extra turns, so... Alright, so let's finally use the strike shot here. Oh, I think what it is that when you hit a little guy, there will be shots coming from the little guy that will hit other characters. I think I finally understand how that works, so... Yeah, pretty good damage there. And there goes Pine. Alright, so that was a look, well, a think about Robin Hood and then a look at Nostradamus. I'm really happy to have both of these characters, and I think they're going to be very strong going ahead. Alright, enjoy those, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.